Hey everyone, it's Aiden here from Finalizing, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Loomigurumi popcorn design, which is designed by me. So check the description for the pattern, and I actually have the band count written out today. It's going to be 144 bands in total if you want to include this rim. If you do not want to include it, because the rim is like 12 more extra bands, it's just going to be 132 bands without the rim. Alright, I'm going to be using white and jelly red and yellow. Alright, and also if you want to make a face, you're going to need eyes, and if you want to add cheeks, I just use pink, okay? So the eyes, you basically just you can grab some string, pull it through the hole in the bead, and basically put a band on it, then pull the other side with the band and slip it through. Pretty self-explanatory, hopefully. Okay, let's get started. And make sure to, if you want to share your creation, go down in the description where my Instagram and Etsy are linked below as well. Just please give me credit for my design, okay? So, and if you are selling it on Etsy, please give me credit as well. So, right now I'm going to do a triple cap band. I'm going to grab white, so wrap a band around my hook, creating 3 loops. And I'm going to grab another white band. I'm going to put 6 stitches in this capping band, so I'm going to pull it through, reclaim, go back in, and just do 6 stitches. I'm not explaining how to do this, because you should. Whoops. Because you should be able to know basic Loomigurumi. If you want to learn it, make sure you can go to my earlier videos where I explain it better, but I kind of just want to get this tutorial out today. So that was 4, 5, and 6, and you know that you have 6 when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the band on your hook 6. I'm going to go into the first stitch, and I'm just going to make a stitch. I'm going to grab my C-clip or stitch marker, put it on the band on my hook. In this row, we are just going to be doing an increase around. So just putting 2 stitches in here. I was going to use a metallic white, but it's just way too difficult to work with. So, oh well. But yeah, this is just increase around. And if you hear my dog barking, there's nothing I can do about that. He just does that all the time. I'm going a little bit faster, just cause I don't want to spend like 80 hours on this tutorial. So I'm back at the stitch marker. I'm just gonna make a stitch with the band with a stitch marker on it, because usually I think that my intros are like 1,000 hours, so I just want to make it quick. So, because my last intro, my other video was like 6 minutes, and I still want to say. So, I put this band on my hook. Actually, I'm gonna undo that, because we wanna, actually go through the inner loop. So this row, I'm gonna actually start with my, I'm just gonna, like, you know, flatten my magic ring, or thing. right now. I'm going to start with my red. I'm using Jelly Red. I'm going to go into the inner loop, which is just this one loop. I'm not going to do whatever it's called, so, I mean, color change, because if you do that, I've tried that many others with this design and it just does not look good. So, like that. Then I'm going to go into the next one, and I'm going to do white. I'm just going to be switching off, so like it kind of has this like effect. You can do color changes if you want to, but I'm not going to because it's just unnecessary. So I'm just going to be going through the inner loop, switching off, single all right around. You still have your 12 stitches. Probably should have did like a different color for this popcorn bag, but because I have like I'm gonna have like 4 now of the same thing. Oh well. Can always make more. Okay, so I'm back at the stitch marker. I'm gonna grab a red. Okay, so now whatever color your stitch is, you're just gonna use that color with it. So this one's red, so I'm gonna use red. And I'm gonna put the stitch marker back on my hook. Okay, then we're just gonna do 4 rounds single. You should end with 12 stitches when you have done your 4 rounds. Again, whichever color your stitch is, you're just going to use that. So this stitch is white, so I'm going to use white. This stitch is red, I'm going to use red, okay? So come back to me when you have done your 4 rows, which is 5 in total, okay? Okay, so I've done my 4 rows, and there's actually a way that you can count. So you're supposed to have 5 in total, so I started with the red on this row, so if you go up, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Alright, so now this row, I'm just going to do my rim row, which is just going to be white single around. So, it's just going to be white around. So I'm at the stitch marker, I'm going to go through the whole entire loop, and it's just going to be single around with white, whatever your rim color is. You also need stuffing, or you can use like old rubber bands, like old stretched out rubber bands, or like tissues or toilet paper, but just don't get it wet. That's why I like using fiberfill, because if your creation gets wet, like the stuffing won't get like ruined. Okay, so I'm back at the stitch marker. In this row, I'm going to be adding my whatever it's called, what is it called? This popcorn. So I'm just gonna be using yellow. You can like switch off with this, because I literally have like all switching off ones. I'm just gonna use full yellow, but if you want to switch your colors, you just do yellow then white, whatever color you're using. I'm just gonna get my yellow right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna use all yellow. Just so it's different. Let's use pastel yellow. I'm gonna use pastel yellow. But I'm gonna be using like wrapped bands. So in this row, I'm gonna go into the inner stitch again with the stitch marker on. No, actually, I'm gonna grab a wrapped band. I'm gonna wrap it twice. Gonna go into the stitch marker loop in the inner loop only. Grab my yellow, and then make a stitch. Pull this on, and pull this other band on. So we're not doing a color change. Just put my thing on again. We're not doing a color change. This is just all single. So again, I'm just gonna wrap it again. Gonna go into the inner loop. It's just a single row. Pull it on. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. I guess it's like not a good position to have these bands here. Okay. Just the inner loop only. It's also trying to go fast, and it's like a little difficult because the camera's in the way. Just goes all the way to get to the stitch marker. And if you guys actually decide to make it without fluff, definitely share pictures of it because I would love to see that. Probably would look just like a round blob or whatever, but it would still look cute with a face on it. But you don't even need to add a face, honestly. The creations look cute without faces as well. These actually like remind me of like Shopkins or whatever, like the Shopkins from like 2015 or 14. They just remind me of them, and they're honestly like really adorable. That's why I kind of like making them. I used to make dragons by Courtney Nicole from How to Loom Your Dragon, which I'm probably gonna end up, which I am going to end up doing again. It was just like really time consuming, which is too. But yeah, I just like making more like elaborate detailed designs. But yeah, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing the tutorials. I'm going to keep doing them. It's just something different. It's still Rainbow Loom though. I also found out like a few days ago that I got Rainbow Loom Art Artist of 2023, which is just such an honor to be part of that. So thank you, Rainbow Loom. Okay, I'm on my last stitch for the stitch marker. I'm gonna do that. So this row, actually I'm gonna make a stitch on my stitch marker first, real quick. So this row, I'm just gonna make a single stitch. I'm gonna go through the whole entire thing with the band on my stitch marker and pull the fluff band on. What's happening? Why is there like 8 bands here? Grr. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, gonna put that stitch marker back on my hook. Now I'm just gonna grab some stuffing. You don't want to stuff this too much, just stuff it till you think that it's good. Like, I think that's pretty decent amount of stuffing. Alright, like I said, you can use cotton balls or whatever, but whatever. Okay, so this row we're going to do a single decrease, so that was my single. Now I'm going to do a decrease. Still adding my fluff bands. So I'm going to add a fluff band right now. So the band that we just did on the stitch marker was single, now I'm just going to do a decrease. Okay. Decrease is just taking 2 stitches together. After this row, you should, instead of 12, you should have, I believe, 6. So, again, single. Decreased, get to the stitch marker. Let me know if I should do like update videos each month of what I make, just so you can like watch it and see, ooh, I want to make that. If anybody really cares, because no one really watches my videos, but it's still fun to make these. Well, that's not true. Like some, like I've seen some people on like Instagram, you know, like post my designs, which is like really cool that someone actually watches it. Okay, so I'm back at the stitch marker. I'm just gonna do a single stitch. Take it off. So now this row we're just gonna do decrease all around, or decrease till closed. So I'm just not gonna even put on the stitch marker, I'm just gonna do decreases all the way around until it is closed up. So even if you missed a band, it doesn't really matter. No one's gonna like look at your creation and be like, ooh, I see that you missed a band. So it's fine, especially because we have these like wrapped bands on it. And you can like stuff the top, but it really doesn't need it. The only part that really needs it is like the popcorn box part. So it's like, I don't even know if I stuffed. Maybe I did. Like, I don't even know if I stuffed the other ones, but I'm not gonna stuff this one. It's much easier to do it with like a solid color than like a whole bunch of other colors. Okay, so once you do your last decrease on your hook, you're just gonna pull everything through. Oops. Like I still added my fluff bands, but you don't have to. Okay, then I'm just gonna do a slip knot, pull tight. Then I'm just gonna hide it in the top. My tying off band. Okay. Like that. Maybe I did stuff it, because this looks really weird. Alright, so here is your popcorn. This looks a little weird, I'm not sure why. Maybe because of the tying off band. I can't really tell. I don't know, like the tying off band's popping out. Not sure why it looks... Maybe I did end up stuffing it, whatever. Oh well, okay. It's still like that. So if you want to make a face, you just basically pick a spot for the eyes, and yeah, and you can pick a spot for the cheeks. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't even know where my eyes are. But yeah, if you want to see how I did that, then watch my other tutorials, and that is basically it. Oh, if you want to do like this rim part, I'm not sure how to do that. So I basically just went in the back where it looks kind of funky over here, and I went in this stitch, and I basically made stitches along the border so it can have like that rim, because I looked at pictures of popcorn boxes as I was designing it, and they had like this weird rim on it. So you don't have to add this, but like I said in the beginning, if you do add it, then it's going to make the total band count, so it would be roughly 144 bands, which honestly is nothing if you have like the 600 packs, but if you're just trying to like conserve bands and like want to see like it properly, what the band count is. Okay, so I'm back there. I'm just gonna go through a stitch and pull everything through my hook. Make a slip knot, pull tight, and hide that slip knot inside of here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, don't listen to me stuff the top. I think that I stuffed my other ones, but yeah, whatever. Alright. So yeah, that was my popcorn design. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to see me have like a bunch of popcorns, this one's actually a bit taller. If you want to make it a bit taller, you can add like an extra row. Because this isn't like the final design, because it just looked too tall. But if you want to add an extra row, go ahead. So yeah, that was that. Again, if you want to share pictures with me of the design, I'm on Instagram, that's it. I don't have Facebook. Maybe I should get Facebook, I don't know, or TikTok. I've been like thinking about doing TikTok, but I don't know. Maybe. And yeah, that is it, I think. That's all I want to say. I feel like I'm missing something, but yeah, that is it. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and see you in the next one.